That was before 9/11.
Okay.
That was before Fort Hood. That was before Times Square. That was before a dozen Islamist plans and plots to slaughter Americans in their homes, schools, and streets. Let us say this unequivocally and unashamedly and emphatically. What Israel did to the Gaza flotilla was right. It was legal. And it was moral. It is never wrong to blockade a terrorist state. It is never wrong to defend your existence. It is never wrong to starve a movement that thinks the Holocaust was simply a good start. The fight between Israel and Hamas is the fight between civilization and barbarism. It is simple as that. Our grandfathers left their homes and families and traveled halfway around the world to defend freedom. And it was on this day, 66 years ago, that they landed at Normandy Beach in their righteous quest to destroy the Third Reich. If this generation of Americans does not fight Islamists who seek to complete the Third Reich's work, we dishonor the memory and sacrifice of our grandfathers. But I know that Americans love liberty and that our contempt towards tyrants burns bright. That is why our very identity as Americans compels us to stand with Israel and against Israel's enemies. America stands against Israel's enemies for the same reason it stood against Nazism and fascism and communism. I say clearly that the enemies of Israel are just as genocidal, just as tyrannical, and just as savage as those defeated movements. The defenders of the Gaza flotilla say it was a humanitarian mission. They say they were peace activists. They lie. What humanitarian mission opened sea lanes to terrorists, to Hamas? What peace activists lynch Israeli soldiers? What humanitarian mission refuses to cooperate with lawful authorities? What peace activists chant about Muhammad's massacre of a Jewish tribe? The Gaza flotilla was not about peace. It was about war. It was about establishing a supply route to Hamas. It was about supporting the eradication of the Jewish state. It was about seeking and getting combat with young Israeli men who earnestly desire peace. The Gaza flotilla is, in short, the greatest international fraud since the plight of the Sudeten Germans. There is only one thing about the Gaza flotilla that contributed to peace, and that is when the IDF stopped it dead in the water.